Hello. Sorry that I thought I would be on earlier. I thought I would even do a live from the road, but everything was so discombobulated. The doctor took a lot longer than I thought, and then I had to run around from store to store to store, and it was so foggy coming home. It was crazy. So I got home not too long ago. Shelley Joe, I know you asked me if we were having an auction. No, we said last night that we're going to have an auction tomorrow. I'm actually supposed to be doing another show somewhere else tomorrow, and I think I'm going to have to reschedule that till next week or something, because I don't see how that's possible, as I have another appointment at 1 o'clock, and I totally spaced on that. Anyway, so what is going on? There's a lot going on. Chad Doerman is now, remember they found out, the judge struck his original confession, said it was unconstitutional because he wasn't read his Miranda rights and he had asked for a lawyer. So now apparently he was insane. So we're going to look into that. And that Kouri Richins, that's the Mormon wife that killed her husband, allegedly was charged with killing her husband by giving him that tainted drink, right? Okay, and then she wrote a book on grief. I was just talking to my daughter about this. And so, yeah, we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about a horrific accident in a Houston Double Tree by Hilton, where a little girl, 8 years old. Now, forever I've heard about the filters in pools, right? You probably saw the 2020 specials, probably a lot of you did, where like kids were getting, like, because it sucks in, okay? It's how it cleans the pool. They also have them in bathtubs, like whirlpools, like my whirlpool has it, but it's this big, okay? But you could feel it. The water's getting sucked in there. Anyway, in these pools, little kids were going up to these things, and this is so disgusting. They were actually pulling out their intestines out of their bodies, okay? And they couldn't remove, the baby was like, or the child, it couldn't get them off this thing. So I've always heard about that, like from the time, I remember my sister and I were like really grossed about it. Oh, be careful in a pool about that. And this was something of the same kind, but there was something wrong with the pools over there at the Hilton. And the 5-year-old little sister almost got in there, and the 8-year-old was helping her with other family members, and then they couldn't find the 8-year-old. And they wanted to look at surveillance. They didn't know where she was. And then they actually had Tim from EquiSearch come out, and they drained the pool. And they put cameras down in the pipes, and they found her there. And they had to smash concrete to get her out. It was horrific, and she was 8 years old, and a lot of problems with that pool. So just like really be aware of pools when you go away. All right, let me get to the chat. I think I'm over here. Hello. Uh-oh, there I'm playing again. I'll stop it. And I'll put it on live chat, and I'll see who's here. Ashley Vestal, hi. Hi, Sherry. Margot. Mr. Electric, how are you? Mr. Electric, do you know about these pools? I know you're in the water diving, but pools are pretty dangerous, right? Okay. Everybody hit a thumbs up if you can. I know I didn't give a lot of notice when I was going in. I just really got home, so look at this nice little, see this Michael Kors? I won this. Isn't that cool? I won that in a giveaway. But you know what's really cool about it? What's really cool about it is that I got to pick out whichever one I wanted, but see how that looks like CMK? It's my initials. It actually looks like my initials. So I got to pick which. There was like 4 different styles. But, yeah. Hi, I'm going to be listening. Oh, are you, Gina? Yeah, I couldn't believe I won this. This is really... Okay. So, hi, Nora. How are you? Yes, ma'am, you know all about that. I hope you feel better, Dina. What do you have? Do you have like the flu or stomach bug? What do you have? What's going on? That's not fun. So anyway, we're going to talk about this stuff. Let me see if there was anything else I had to tell you beforehand. Trying to think. Is there anything else I need to tell you beforehand? I don't know. All right, so let's go over some of this. Oh yeah, Kevin put you in the prayer group. I don't think Elle was understanding what you meant, because Rosemary D'Alessandro has a prayer Zoom. Has a prayer Zoom, and it's like once a month. Used to be once a week, but it's once a month. And I think she thought you meant that. Okay. Hi, Rob and what? Those are the ones we used to be addicted to, remember?
They're the same ones, yeah.
They are the same ones. They didn't make them for a long time. I know. Don't eat them all, Jimmy. So anyway, let me see. Let's talk about what's going on. Hi, and then Ruby, Frankie, there's really not a lot new, but there's a lot of people who are seeing like what the hell happened with this lady, and they're so upset. You dive in freshwater springs mostly. Blue Grotto isn't Devil's Den. Yeah, no, I know that, but I was just saying, like, probably you might just know about that, right? It was so foggy on the way home tonight. Oh my gosh, so freaking foggy. I really thought I was gonna have to get out, like, and like, you know, drive an inch. It was crazy how foggy it was when I got up into the mountains. It was bad, really, really bad, horrible. So anyway, hi DB, how are you? So, but a lot of people are seeing like just how bad this abuse is, and I hear the prosecutor, I think he's been speaking out as well. So I really hope that the parole board that is overseeing their sentences doesn't just treat this lightly and think that, you know, because Ruby is shrewd and she knows what to say in order. Hi, Christine. So, but let me get going with this. Oh, and then there was this big thing that happened in Illinois. Some kind of let's talk about Kouri Richins first now. Kouri Richins was the Mormon real estate flipper, and then she was having problems with her husband, and he thought she had poisoned him once before, and then she ended up allegedly doing it, right? But she has added, the Utah prosecutors have added an attempted murder charge against Kouri Richins for the murder of her husband with a fentanyl-laced Moscow Mule in 2022. New charging documents were filed on Monday, and they say that Kouri Richins gave Eric Richins a sandwich on Valentine's Day 2022, 2 weeks before his death, and it caused such a violent reaction that he had to use an EpiPen and take Benadryl. What? EpiPen. And I think it was even before that he had wrote that he thought she tried to poison him. You know, let me see here. Oh, that afternoon, the documents say that Eric Richins texted his wife and said he was not feeling good, and if he did not feel better soon, he was going to the hospital. His wife, who wasn't home, told him, go take a nap. That afternoon, Eric reached out to 2 of his close friends and said his wife had left him his favorite sandwich from a local diner with a note. He told one friend that you almost lost me and described breaking out in hives after having taken a bite from the sandwich. He said he had to use his son's EpiPen and take Benadryl. Eric told witnesses that he had almost died. Witnesses could hear the fear in Eric Richins' voice and tell that he was scared, according to these documents. He told another friend that he thought his wife had tried to poison him. The documents say opioids, including fentanyl, can cause allergic and pseudoallergic reactions, including hives. They also note that Eric Richins did not have any food allergies. The prosecutors say in the charging documents that Kouri Richins purchased illicit fentanyl before the Valentine's Day meal in 2022, and she purchased it again before Eric's death. Kouri was also charged Monday with 2 counts of mortgage fraud, 2 counts of insurance fraud, and 3 counts of forgery. The prosecutors are alleging that she was in financial distress when her husband died, and she forged loan applications and fraudulently claimed insurance benefits after he died. Her attorney said that they have reviewed the charging documents and that there is nothing in the documents that affects Kouri's approach to defending whatever charges the state levies against her. Her attorney said, and I quote, she continues to maintain her innocence. Kouri's in custody awaiting trial. She got these new charges now, and we'll see what happens, right? Okay, next. Chad Doerman. This guy. We already know that he planned these murders for weeks. We know the callous, heartless way that he did this, taking the children right from their mother's arms. Now he's going to claim that he was insane. So he filed an insanity plea on Monday. Chad Doerman, who's 32, formally pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity, to which the chief assistant prosecuting attorney, Lara Allen, requested a second evaluation of Doerman's mental state at the time of the murders. Doerman's plea comes about a week after Judge Richard Ferentz ruled that his interrogation video could not be shown at trial. He also ordered that statements taken before the initial questioning are inadmissible in court. Unbelievable. Ferentz determined that Doerman's rights were violated when Detective Michael Ross failed to read Chad Doerman his Miranda rights verbatim. Police questioned Doerman for 3 hours after he invoked, I can't even speak tonight, his right to counsel, which the judge found also violated his rights. Ross testified earlier that Doerman had made a comment that the Bible said you kill your firstborn, you kill your secondborn, you kill your thirdborn, but first you're supposed to kill your wife. I didn't kill my wife. Doerman is set to stand trial in August for fatally shooting his 3 sons, 3, 4, and 7, on June 15th of 2023. He allegedly carried out the execution-style murders in front of his wife and stepdaughter, and he was also accused of planning his son's murders for months before doing so. He allegedly shot his 4-year-old son twice in the head before shooting the 7-year-old as he tried to run away. The 7-year-old was wounded from behind when Doerman then shot him twice in the head from close range. After killing his 2 sons, Doerman then snatched his 3-year-old son from his mother's arms and shot him in the head. Doerman reportedly shot the child's mother in the hand during the triple murder. The stepdaughter reportedly fled the home on foot and found a neighbor who called the police. Before police responded to the scene, the boy's mother told a 911 dispatcher her babies had been shot. The 3 boys were found dead in the yard, while Doerman was found sitting next to a rifle on a stoop of the house. Doerman has pled not guilty to aggravated murder, kidnapping, and felonious assault. Claremont County Prosecutor Mark Tekulve said he could face the death penalty due to aggravating factors in this case. Prosecutors have not revealed a motive. Okay, and here's the little girl, 8 years old, Aaliyah. Police in Houston are probing the death of an 8-year-old girl. Her body was found inside a large pipe at the Double Tree Hilton Hotel in northwest Houston. It happened a little after 10 p.m. on Saturday. A witness told police they saw someone trapped in a pipe in the lazy river-style pool. Police identified the victim as Aaliyah Jaco, and she was located inside a large pipe in the pool area. According to the Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences, Jaco died from drowning and mechanical asphyxia, and the death is considered accidental. Her mother filed a lawsuit on Monday alleging that her daughter had been pulled into an unsecured opening in the pool circulation system, which measures 12 inches and 16 inches wide. They had to break up concrete in order to extract her. They had to cut pipe. It was absolutely horrific, said the family's lawyer, Richard Nava, during a press conference on Tuesday. Double Tree by Hilton Houston, Brook Hollow, and Hilton Worldwide Holdings has been named as defendants in the lawsuit. A spokesperson for Hilton says the property operates independently under third-party ownership. The spokesperson declined to comment further, stating that the Hilton has not yet received the lawsuit. But the pool has since been closed after inspectors found numerous violations, including remodel plans that did not match federal compliance laws. It's currently unclear when this remodeling took place. Operator failed to obtain a pre-opening inspection prior to placing the pool into operation after a remodel. The pool also did not adhere to federal regulations aimed at stopping drain entrapment and preventing child drowning incidents. In part, inspectors found a missing cover on the pipe opening, while another outlet cover was partially missing from the pipe where search and rescue recovery occurred. Inspectors also noted in the report that they saw 2 sharp edges on the lazy river deck, and they also found fecal matter on the pool deck, which they suspected to be from a dog. The hotel pool operator was reportedly told to furnish revised plans matching the on-site specifications to the Houston Permitting Center. They also need to supply a copy of the building permit, owner verification from the pre-opening document request, and W-9 forms. A pool operator is required to submit plans to the Houston Planning Center for major structure and plumbing changes. The health department is then notified to review plans for compliance. The pool operator also needs a pre-opening inspection before getting the pool in operation after a remodel. So this was really horrible. She was sucked into this pool opening Let me see if I can get some more. Okay. Let's see. Whoops. Okay. So, trying to find the okay, so okay, so this is the pool. And so right around the pool, there's the river, right? Going around. So it's a different kind of lazy river thing, but let me see if I can get another picture. And the pipe. I'll show you. See these pipes? Shame kids go to there, have a good time, and then they okay, so it says here, according to the lawsuit filed, the little girl's family tried to get hotel management to look at security camera video about 30 minutes after she disappeared, but the management denied their request and said law enforcement had to present to view the video surveillance. Her family called 911 around 5:45 to report her missing, and a search ensued where Texas EquiSearch and police were granted access to view the security footage. A team was put together to drain the pool, and video cameras were attached to 20-foot poles to inspect the pipes when her body was discovered wedged in the pipes of the malfunctioning pool equipment.